comfortable wherever you are, and take a deep breath in. Allow it to fall. Hey, Florence. Take another deep breath in. And send it down into the roots. Opening up your heart. And bringing your body back just slightly, so that you are establishing some sovereignty in your center. So continuing to breathe, bringing it all back home here in your heart. And go ahead and place 1 or 2 hands on your heart and breathe into your heart. Breathe into your heart and notice if there are any places in your heart that might be constricted. Sometimes we only pay attention to the front of our heart. And I want to invite you to pay attention to the back and the sides, because the heart force, the life force that is connected to the heart, goes all the way around your body. It's not flat. It doesn't just come out your front energy center. It really is all the way around, like 360 degrees of energy around your body. So go ahead and breathe into that. And breathe out. Give your heart permission to soften, to allow the healing and helping forces that want to come in and support you, to allow them to come in to support you. Those healing and helping forces, they might come in through the front, they might come in through the sides or the back. A little willingness to allow a softening to occur so that those healing and helping forces can connect with your heart. Breathing in, breathing down. And now go ahead and feel into your hips. And just feel into your hips. You may move them around. You may move your body around in relationship to your hips, but go ahead and feel your hips. And on your next several breaths, imagine that you are extending your breath down through your heart and your belly and your hips, so that you are sending that breath down directly through and into the ground. Breathing in and breathing through the hips. And as you breathe that breath through the hips, allow that breath to go down through the earth and into the roots. And you might imagine that your roots gently extend through you. And maybe see them anchored in your hips, so that the more you breathe down, the deeper the roots go. And you are anchored through your hips, through your spine. And the more you are anchored, the more energy can flow through the earth and through the cosmos. We're conduits and channels for that energy. All of the energy that you could bring forth through you comes from the earth and the stars. All of it. So the more anchored you are in the earth, the more you'll be able to translate the energy that's coming through. So go ahead and open the energy in your hips and send that energy of the roots. Send your roots down from your hips into the earth. And you might imagine that your roots go down singularly, and also see how the roots interweave with one another. It's as if there's a web of roots down, down into the earth. And you are tuning into and tapping into that web of the roots in the earth. Then go ahead and turn your palms up, anchored in the earth, softening that heart some more. And imagine what it might be like to bring that web, that rooted web, up into your belly and up into your heart. That life force that pulses through the web, coming out freely through your body with information, with nourishment, with food that feeds you physically, emotionally, energetically. Welcoming that up into your body, opening your palms, and then allowing the energy of the sun and the stars to come through the top. You might imagine that energy comes through the top of your head. You might imagine that energy comes in through your front and your back and the sides. Just allowing, as you've already softened your heart, allowing that energy to come through for you. And from this place, rooted in the web and open to the stars, welcoming in spirit as a life force, welcoming in spirit as your guidance, welcoming in all of the healing and helping forces, the ones you know and the ones that are yet to be revealed. Welcoming in the healthy ancestors. Welcoming in the old knowing and the ancient wisdom. Welcoming it in from the earth, from the stars, and welcoming it up and out of your own DNA. That web of life that you're connected to in the roots, you're also connected to in the braids and the strands, in the rungs of your DNA. And we are welcoming out of the DNA the memory of community, the remembering of wholeness, and the remembering of what it's like to consider the collective as you move forward. Welcoming that energy up and through you. Holding a space open for the love that's in your ancestry to come through the DNA and join with that web that moves through you, anchored in the earth. Allowing the drum to wake up the DNA, to wake up the healing memories, the energy of community, the wholeness, the fire, the nourishment that's in the DNA. ourselves. We take clean breaths, clear breaths of air. For those who are struggling right now, for you. Take a breath for the earth. And take a breath for all of our family and extended community who don't have access to clean air right now. Take a breath for them. And see and imagine clearing for them. See and imagine clean air coming in through their lungs as the smoke is settling out in the west. You can send that breath with your intention through the web. Connects you. Through the web, I offer gratitude for the clearing, gratitude for the safety and the well-being of all the people who are affected by the smoke that comes from the west. And I offer gratitude gratitude in advance for the healing that is continuing to occur. For all of our family and extended community who are struggling, may our breath open a place for them to breathe the clean air. Breathing in, breathing down, palms up. Thank you to all of the healing and helping forces. Thank you, heart, for softening. Thank you to the roots for nourishing. Thank you to the DNA inside for giving us access to the memories of community and what it's like to make decisions for the whole. Breathing in, into the roots. Go ahead and feel your hands, place them on your body, perhaps on your heart or your belly, and give yourself permission to notice your heart today. Permission for the heart to stay softened, to welcome in guidance from the earth and guidance from spirit. Breathing in, breathing down, roots in the earth, fire in the belly, shielding, filtering all around you. Go ahead and pull your edges in so that you have access to all of your energy and it's concentrated. Know where your edges are and where your boundary is, where you and your energy field begin and end. Take one more breath and send it down into the earth. And we are ready for the day. Ready for the day. Take a moment throughout your day to stop. Take a few deep breaths and send those deep, clear breaths out to the folks, the people and the animals in the West whose lungs are struggling, whose bodies are struggling because the quality of air is so poor. When we have something that's happening for our community members, for our people, we can hold an intention and lend some of our energy to them by breathing with them and for them. We did that when the corona started to come through and people's lungs were being seized and they couldn't open. Breathing for the collective. So that's what we were doing today. That's something that you can continue to do anytime. So I'll be back on Friday of this week, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, if you all want to gather for meditation. What else? Yeah, I'll be back on Friday. Also, good to mention that if you are interested in doing deep level shamanic healing work, I am open to taking on a couple of more clients for that kind of work right now. The schedule has opened and there's a few spaces. So if you've been feeling stuck, particularly if you are identify as a healer, a helper, an energy worker, and you feel stuck and want to get yourself to the other side of that, like for real, if it's time for you to do that, reach out for a free breakthrough session and we can create an opening for you and see what's possible. All right. Thank you all for showing up here with me. I'll be back on Friday for next meditation. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye for now.